Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to be looking into the relational operators that are available in C language. So the relational operators is also known as our comparison operators. So the purpose of these operators are to compare two operands or two or more variables to check their values, whether it is greater or is it lesser or is it same. So like that, we are going to be doing the comparison between the operands or what we call as a variables. Right. So the important point what we need to know about these comparison operator is whenever we perform this operator, the result of this operation is always going to be a Boolean value. That is, it is either going to say true or false. And we know very well that true or false in C language. Okay, it is represented as a numbers. So true. Okay, so the true is always represented as 1 and false is always represented as 0. So here, so whenever we perform any, any comparison operations, so we are going to get the result in form of true and false. That is, we will be getting it as either 1 or 0. Right, so we do not have any word representation or we do not have any keywords as true and false. So it's always going to be a number representation only. Right. So the operators that comes under this relational or the comparison is you have the greater than, lesser than, greater than equal to, lesser than equal to, equals to, and not equal to. So these are all the operators that is used for the purpose of comparisons. Okay, say for example. Okay, so let us just take a few examples. So there you go. I am saying 4.5 lesser than 10. So if the condition is true, okay, then I'm going to be getting the result as 1. So 4.5, the value is actually a lesser than 10. So it is going to give me the value as 1 or true. Now the next one, 4.5 less than minus 10. So here when I'm going to do the comparison, minus 10 is a lesser value. So here 4.5 less than minus 10 is going to give me the result as false. And remember, false means you are going to get the result as 0. So same way, minus 35. So minus 35 greater than or equal to 0. So no, it is false. So again, false means you're going to get the result as 0. So now look at this one. So here what we are doing, 10 less than 7 plus 5. So yes, you can use the expressions like this also. So when I do like this, what is going to happen is first 7 plus 5, the value will be calculated and then it is going to check whether the number 10 is less than this particular value. So since the condition is true, we are going to be getting the result as 1. And we can also do the comparison in this manner. So here, what is the difference between this? Here we are doing directly the comparison. We are applying the comparison operator directly on the values. Otherwise, what we can do, we can assign the values to the variables and then we can use the comparison operators on the variables also. So whichever way it is required. So based on our program's requirement, we can either apply them directly on the numbers itself or assign the values to a variable and then apply the operator on my variable like this. So both the ways are okay, both the ways can be performed here. So these are all the comparison or the relational operators what we have in our C language. Okay, so the important point what I should be knowing regarding these operators is the first common question what is asked is what is the difference? What is the difference between this double equal to and the equal to operator? Okay, so the first thing what you should know is the equal to operator. Okay, where do we use the equal to operator? This is used for the assignment. We call this as an assignment operator. It is used to assign the values. Okay, so if I am going to create a variable like this, I want to give a value for this variable. So then I will use the equal to operator and I am going to assign the values like this. Or I can even say like this, int b is equal to a. Yes, so whatever is the value of a, that value I am assigning it to this variable b. Or I can also do like this, right? So equals to a into b. Yes. So this is nothing but assignment. So whatever value you are going to give on the right hand side, that value will be assigned to the variable which is there on the left hand side. So this is how the equal to operator is going to be used for us. But when I look into the double equal to, the double equal to is my comparison operator. So this operator does the work of comparison. That is, it is going to check whether both the values are true, both the values are same or not. So if both the values are same, it is going to give me the result as true. Otherwise, it is going to say false. Say for example, I am saying 10 equal to 10. Yes, now this is true. This is going to give me the result as 1 because both the values are same here. So that is the purpose of my double equals true. So it is going to do the work of comparison. Okay, same way. If I can even say like this, let us say int a is equal to assign some values and then comma, I'm saying b equals to assign some value for b. Then I'm going to say a equal to b. Is this statement true or false? So it is going to give me the result as false because what is going to happen? Value of A is what? 45. Value of B is what? 85. Both are not same. So it is going to give the result as false or rather 0. So this is the difference between the single equal to and double equal to. Always remember single equal to is our assignment operator and double equal to is our comparison operator. Right, so these are all the comparison operators what we have. So let us see one small example for this. Okay, so I'm just going to execute this particular program and show you what is going to be the output of this. Yeah, there you go. So what is that I have done here is, you see, initially I have created 3 variables. All the 3 variables are integer variables. Okay, and I'm going to apply my operator. I'm going to apply all my relational operators on these variables. And remember, it is always going to give me the result as true or false. That is 1 or 0. So 1 and 0 are what type of numbers? Integers. Right, 1 is a whole number, 0 is a whole number. So obviously it is of the integer data type. So in order to print the result, the format specifier that I am going to be making use of is %d. The result of this is always a Boolean value, and to represent that, I will always make use of %d only. Okay, so let us run this program. Okay, and look at the output, what I'm getting. So the numbers, this is the values on which I am applying, and this is the result I'm going to be getting for that. So 5 equal to 5. So double equal to, remember what it is going to do? It is going to check whether both the values are same or not. So since it is same, it is giving me the result as 1. That is true. So 5 equal to 10. False. It is not same, so false. So 5 greater than 5. No. Both numbers are same. So no one is greater or lesser. So it is going to give me the result as false. So 5 greater than 10. False. So 5 less than 5. False. As I told you, it is neither greater nor lesser. So that is why you're getting false for this. So 5 less than 10. Yes, true. So 5 not equal to 5. False. Why? Because both the numbers are same. How can I say it is not equal? So it is going to give me the result as false. So 5 not equal to 10. Now it is true because 5 is not equal to 10. Yes, the statement is true for me. So it is giving me the result as 1. So 5 greater than equal to 5. Now remember, greater than or equal to. So what it means, either the value, either this first value can be greater than this or it can be same as this. So that is why the result is giving us true. So like this only, all my expressions will be calculated when I'm using my relational or my comparison operators. Right. Now, there is nothing very special about these operators. So this is how I'm going to be making use of it. But there is one key point that you have to remember. The relational operators can be used on mixed data type. Now, what do you mean by this mixed data type? That is, I can apply the relational operator on one integer and one float, a char and a float, a char and an integer. So like this, I can mix the data type and also apply the operator. That is possible. That is the only important point with this operator, what you have to remember. Okay, say for example, look at this one. Just have a look at this program. So what is that I'm doing here? See, I am comparing 10.5 less than 20.8. So here both are double values. Okay, here both are double values. But remember, what is the format specifier I'm using to print the result? %d. See, remember, no matter you are applying the relational operator on a float or a double or an integer, the result is always true or false. That is 1 or 0, which is an integer value. So the result of it is always, I'm going to use only %d. So don't get confused. This is a double value. So why am I using %d? Because I am trying to print the result of this. So 10.5 is a number which is lesser. The condition is true. So for this, it is going to give me the output as 1. Okay, now check out the next one. Here I am applying the operators, okay, on char data type. So it is a single character. So here I'm saying 97, I'm saying A, small a greater than capital A. Again, what is going to happen? ASCII value is come to play. So ASCII value of small a, 97. So greater than ASCII value of capital A, 65. So here the condition is once again true. So it is going to return the value as true. That is 1. Now, next one. See here, I am doing a mixed operation. I am comparing a character with a number. So A, again, ASCII value. So again, ASCII value of small a, 97. Equal to, double equal to, comparison, 97. Yes, it is true. So it is going to give me the result as 1. Now, look at here. Here, I am using multiple numbers, more than 1. More than 2 operands are there, and I am applying the greater than operator here. So how it is going to get calculated? So first, it will calculate the first expression, 10 greater than 5. My condition is true. Okay, now the second condition is the same thing, 10 greater than 20. So both the conditions must be true. Then only the result is going to be true here. So please remember, whenever you are using like this, so internally, okay, internally, how is my compiler going to understand this is 10 greater than 5. This is one condition, and okay, 10 greater than 20. This is another condition. So this is how internally my compiler will understand this. So if both the conditions are true, then only the result is going to be true. So in our scenario, what is going to happen? 10 greater than 5. Yes, 10 is a number greater than 5. But 10 greater than 20? No. So ultimately, the result is going to be false. That is nothing but 0. So let us execute this. Look at the output. Same as what we predicted. Now, let us do a change here. Instead of greater than, let us use less than. So here how the comparison is done. 10 greater than 5 and 10 less than 20. Now, yes, 10 is a number which is lesser than 20. So the condition is true. So now let us execute it once again. See what is that I'm getting at the last value. 1. So these are the different ways in which you can use your relational or our comparison operators. Okay, so these are the operators and this is also the only important point what you have to know is whenever you are applying it, the result of the operation is always going to be a Boolean value, that is nothing but 1 or 0. Right. Okay, guys. Thank you.